Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where today I'm bringing you this really relaxing and calming no makeup look. So to be honest guys, today what I had planned in my YouTube schedule was a full face glam look that I was going to create, but with everything that's going on right now, I thought, you know what, I think we just all need something a little bit therapeutic, a little bit relaxing, and for me, I always find that makeup for me is quite therapeutic, and I'm sure a lot of you who watch makeup tutorials feel the same way. And for me, the most relaxing makeup to put on is just kind of like this really fresh faced, you know, no makeup look. I also feel like with everyone spending so much time at home at the moment, you know, whether you're working from home, whether you're off from school or college or whatever it is, then, you know, I don't know about you guys, but it makes me feel so much better when I get up, get dressed into fresh clothes, you know, put on a nice little bit of makeup on my face. It just makes you feel really good inside. So I wanted to share that look with you guys, something really quick you can do in the mornings and, you know, just start your day off well. Okay guys, so I've already prepped my skin and I've got all my skincare on. I will be posting my morning skincare routine on my Instagram later this week, so make sure you go check that out. But guys, especially for a look like this, skincare is so important, because if you want to kind of get that, you know, nice glowy no makeup look, then prepping your skin and what you use to hydrate it is like so key to getting that healthy skin look. So if you want to see my favorite skincare products and what I like to personally use, then do head over to my Insta. So funnily enough, in most of my tutorials, I use like a mix of products and like a mix of brands. But for today's no makeup look, there is only one brand, guys, that I have now started to swear by. And I've only recently started using their products, but they are just amazing for this fresh skin makeup look. And that brand is a brand called Glossier. So you guys might have seen these online or seen their branding. It's super cute. And oh my god, let me show you the bag that these products come in. It's this cute little pink, look at it. It's like pink bubble wrap basically. So this is what their products come in when you order them online. And no guys, this is not an ad. I have not been sponsored or paid by Glossier. I have to put that out there. It's just that I love their products so much since I started using them. So what I'm using mostly today in my video is pretty much all Glossier, apart from like one or two products. But I'm so excited to show you guys why I love them so much. So the first product we're going to start off with is their Skin Perfecting Tint. Now guys, this is not a foundation, it's not a tinted moisturizer, it's actually like a really cool product. And imagine, like, you know how you get those lip tints, right, that give you like a little bit of colour on the lips but not too much and it looks really natural. Imagine that but for the skins. That's basically what this is. I'm going to give it a little shake before we use it, but it's really liquidy. So yeah, I'm just going to try and pour that out onto the back of my hand, and then I'm literally just going to go in with my fingers. So the best thing about the Glossier products, guys, is you're pretty much not going to need any brushes for today's look. And so for those of you who are like super low maintenance, or, you know, even if you're a beginner or you just really love kind of like natural makeup, you're going to love this. Now, normally I would be so against using, you know, fingers for your foundation. Like, it's always a brush or a sponge. But because this isn't really foundation, it's absolutely fine to use it with your fingers. So what I'm doing is just starting from the center of the face and then using my fingertips just to blend that upwards and outwards. And guys, this product just feels so good on the skin, like I cannot tell you. It just feels really silky, like really silky smooth. So what it does is it just basically gives like a kind of like a blurring effect to the skin. Super natural. It's got a really sheer coverage. So guys, if you like your coverage, this is definitely not a product for you, but this is just like your literally your no makeup kind of makeup look. The great thing about it, as you can see on my skin, is it's not shiny, so it's got a really nice glow to it, but it's not like super shiny or oily either. And the main reason that this product suits all skin types is because it's got a lot of hydration to it. So it's got a lot of water content, and water is good for like all skin types. So whether you're oily, dry, dehydrated, like we all need more water in our skin. So even if you've got oily skin, guys, you can use this product. So I kind of just go in with a little bit at a time and mainly like focusing on the areas where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. But like I said, guys, this is not meant to give you like major coverage. It's just literally meant to give you like that perfected natural skin look. And I did forget to mention, I'm using this in the shade G6. So I use their shade matching tool on their website, which is actually a really good guide because they've got like references to all skin tones. The great thing about the skin tint though is you don't have to get the shade spot on because it is very sheer coverage. Like even if you get like a shade darker or slightly lighter, it's not going to make a massive difference. So as you can see, I haven't used anything underneath my eyes just yet, and that's because I'm going to go in with their stretch concealer. Oh my gosh, guys, this concealer has just the nicest texture. So I'll show you, probably can't really tell on the screen, but how I can describe it is it's like a mix between a cream and a gel concealer. So when you kind of like pop it on with your fingers, like I said, everything with Glossier you can like use your fingers with, it's amazing, but it just has a really nice gel, kind of like bouncy texture almost, so it feels really lightweight. So I'm just going to go in with this concealer mainly around the areas where I feel like I need a bit more coverage. So I get a little bit of redness kind of like around my nose area just here. And with the concealer, guys, it's more of like a pushing kind of action, and that helps to allow the concealer to blend in and apply a lot better. But it's so easy to do because the texture of the concealer is so nice. It's just really easy to blend in with your fingers. So I kind of like to use this around my mouth area too a little bit, where I get, you know, a little bit of my eczema and my redness coming through. So guys, the key with the whole kind of no makeup look is just to use makeup where you need it. So you don't need to apply the same amount of product like all over the face, because that's when you get that kind of cakiness and that full coverage coming through. With the no makeup look, it's like kind of looking like you are wearing something, but you sort of woke up like this, but you really didn't. But it's one of those things where just using product where you need it is going to get you a much better and natural finish as well. I'm also going to go in and use this concealer underneath my eyes as well, just to kind of lift up those dark circles. And honestly, the best place I like to use this concealer is underneath my eyes, simply because of the formula and the texture, because it's got that kind of gel, like mixed with cream finish. It just sits so nicely underneath the eyes. No creasing, guys, no cakiness. Now the concealer does have, you know, like more kind of coverage than the skin tint, obviously, but you still have to build it up because it is still a natural finish. But this is why I like using these products for that natural look, because sometimes guys, you know, it's not everyday full glam. Like sometimes it's just nice to ease into it, you know, just do a little something and just feel naturally pretty. What I like to do is just use what's left on my finger from using that concealer, and I just kind of go over my eyelids a little bit just to kind of, you know, brighten up that area as well. So guys, if you're like me and the one thing you get really conscious about is your dark circles, like, you know, I've got my genes to thank for that and my skin tone, but we all have something, right, that we get worried about. But I like to add in a little bit of extra brightness underneath my eyes. Now you absolutely don't have to do this because, as you guys can see, the Glossier concealer gives a really nice finish. It just, I mean, makes your skin look really even. But like I said, I get quite conscious about my dark circles, so I'm going to add in an extra little product, and this is just going to add like a little bit of brightness underneath the eyes. So this is basically one of the MAC Prep and Prime highlighter pens, and the shade I like to use is one called Bright Forecast. So if you're kind of like olive to medium skin tone, a bit like myself as well, then this comes in like a really nice peachy tone. So it's just like a little twisty pen, and the product will just come out like that. So I kind of just tend to focus a little bit of this just here. And guys, this is what like that whole, you know, kind of no makeup look is about. It's just little touches. I look really crazy like this. But, you know, it's just like little touches of makeup. I'm also going to apply a little bit around my mouth area because my brown girls will understand. We get a little bit of greyness around our mouth area, and now it looks like I've got a crazy little moustache. And then all I'm going to do is just literally pat away and blend with my finger. Told you guys, there's no brushes today. It's amazing. So that mixed in with the concealer just gives the perfect kind of brightness underneath the eyes. So next up, guys, we're going to add a bit of colour to the cheeks, and I'm going to use literally one of my favourite products, and I think I've said this about every product now, so basically they're all my favourite, but this one in particular is so cute. It is the Glossier Cloud Paint. That's what they call it, Cloud Paint. Like, just got such a cute name. It's literally just that touch of cheek color. So guys, we're not using a lot of powders today because I think with no makeup, it's all about your skin looking natural and healthy, and a lot of the time like that happens with like cream and liquid products. I love liquid blush and I love cream blush, but I haven't found one that I've liked as much as this, and I've tried quite a few around the market, but for me, again, this has a really nice gel like texture. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit out onto my finger. So guys, with cream blusher, I know everyone gets a little bit like, you know, scared of it, but it's almost like easier to make a mistake with it as opposed to like powder blush. At least that's kind of how I feel when I use it. But what I've started doing now is I use my middle finger to apply the color, and I use my ring finger to basically blend it out. So it's kind of like, you know, having two little tools. And then what you want to do is just basically give yourselves a big smile. We could do with all the smiles right now, guys, especially with everything going on. Just smile. It's just going to make you feel so much better. So you're going to give yourselves a big smile, and you notice like the apple of the cheek, which is the part that basically like sticks out. You can kind of just start to dot the blusher just on that high point. So at this point you're not blending and you will look quite crazy because it looks a bit like a clown, which is lovely. But you just want to kind of dab this and dot it around. And then what I do is I go in with my ring finger, which is my blending finger, and then I start to blend this. Now guys, when you start to blend it, focus on this high point. So just focus on blending it on this big part of your cheek that's sticking out. So keep smiling because it's like the best way. And when you blend it kind of like upwards towards the temples of your forehead. So obviously don't take it all the way, but like imagine that that's the direction you're blending it upwards in. Little kind of like strokes, like I'm literally just stroking my skin and using my fingertips just to blend that out. And then what you can do is once you feel happy with that, you can start to just kind of pat it into the skin to make sure it sits even more nicely. But as you can see, it just gives the nicest bit of like just colour. Like, I love it. I actually forgot to mention the colour that I'm using with this. So this is in the colour Beam. It's basically a really nice coral finish. So you guys can see it's like got a peachy kind of corally tone to it. And I love this. So it's sort of like a pinky blush. I feel like coral and peaches work a lot better on my skin tone. So once you've done that, guys, it's time to set our makeup. Now, of course, we're going for that no makeup look, which means that we want to keep the skin nice and dewy. So we're not kind of like powdering or setting all over the face today, but we're going to powder in certain areas where we need it. So I'm going to go in with my other non-Glossier product for today, and this is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. The reason why I love this powder is because I have tried so many translucent powders for my skin tone and also for my skin type. So I've got quite a sensitive and dry skin type, but a lot of translucent powders just haven't worked for my skin. Now this stuff, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little expensive, but I thought it was worth the investment, especially if it works for my skin. And so when you open it up, it's got this beautiful kind of like gold case packaging. So it kind of helps, you know, spending a little bit more money because you feel like, you know, you've got a nice gold. No, just me. Anyway, but yeah, this kind of helps to release just enough powder that you need. Now, I absolutely love using a sponge, like a dry sponge, with my powder to help really set the makeup. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of powder, shake off kind of like the excess. And basically what you want to think about is, where do we not want shine on our face? So we all know that, you know, having our cheeks glowy is really nice, but we don't want our under eyes to crease, right? So the first place we're going to set this is underneath the eyes. So I'm just going to push this powder underneath. And what I like to do is just keep pushing it in until it's almost disappeared. So this is why I'm using quite a small sponge, because it really helps to kind of get into those little areas. You can then bring that powder down to about just around your nose, because let's face it, guys, no one wants like a shiny area around their nose, right? So notice I'm not going down the center of the nose because that's where we usually highlight, right? That's where we want that glow. So it's kind of like the sides of the nose. So you're sort of avoiding this cheek area. Next place I want to do this is obviously my top lip, because no one wants a shiny top lip. And of course my chin. So this little area just here. So I love using a sponge because you can really push that powder into the skin and really set it. And I have kind of just at the moment done this side of my face so you guys can kind of see the difference. Last but not least, obviously your forehead. So kind of like more the center of the forehead. I don't mind a little bit of glow just on, you know, the sides of my forehead. I think that looks quite nice, but you guys can go ahead and powder that if you wanted to. So I've just finished doing the other half of my face as well. So as you guys can see, it just gives you that glow where you want it, and it just kind of finishes off the makeup really nicely. So now all we need to do is pop on a little bit of mascara, and this is the Lash Slick Mascara. Now I'm really excited to be trying this because it's one of the newer products that I recently got, but it says that the formula is really weightless. So if anyone finds that when they put mascara on, their lashes just kind of droop down, like even after you've curled them, then that's one of the reasons why I purchased this mascara, is because I find that the same issue happens with my eyelashes as well. So I'm going to go in and just curl my eyelashes first. Right, so then we're going to go in with a mascara, and it's got a really nice kind of wand, so nice and kind of thin, but it's got a lot of bristles, which means that we can get a lot of product on there. So everyone makes mascara face. This is my mascara face. Guys, be proud of your mascara face because we all have one. You know, own it. Everyone, you know, you can send me pictures of your mascara face if you want. Like, that would be jokes. But yeah, first impressions, guys, this mascara is really kind of separating the lashes, so I really like that. It's not clumping at all, like no matter how many times I go in through the lashes, it's not clumping at all, which is great. Yeah, the brush is really nice, guys. Like, it just kind of separates everything out really well. So this is now, I think, third coat of mascara. So I do like my lashes to look quite full, to be honest with you. So guys, I've only done one side just to show you the difference, and I actually really like this mascara. The main thing for me is that it's kept my lashes upright. Like, they're still curly, which is like, you know, my main thing when I look for a good mascara. The other thing is when I first put on like the first two coats, it was like a really natural kind of mascara look, and then I built this up with like a third and a fourth, so you can get some like decent thickness and volume with the mascara. I'll come a little bit closer, but compared to the other side, you can get like a decent kind of volume by building it up. But equally, if you're more of kind of like a natural mascara person, then I think this is a great one, because one or two coats and it just makes you look like your lashes are more enhanced. But I really like this one. I think it's yeah, it's definitely done a good job for me, so thumbs up. So guys, that's my eyes done, and I'm just leaving it at mascara because, you know, obviously if we're going for quite a natural no makeup look, then for me it is all about the lashes, and to be honest with you, can't really live without mascara. But I am going to just finish off with something on the eyebrows. Now, I don't actually fill in my eyebrows, mainly because my eyebrow hairs are quite thick. What I do find is when I fill them in, it kind of becomes a little bit too overpowering, and I'm just not used to it on my face. You'll probably find it really strange, but I am like probably one of the only people left who don't really fill in their eyebrows. However, that does not mean it doesn't come with its own set of problems. One of which is, you know, getting threaded like every 2 weeks because the hair just grows, and anyone who feels me on this will understand my pain. But also the hairs just go everywhere, like they're really unruly, and when I look in the mirror like halfway through the day, you know, the hairs will just be going like crazy. So I like to use a brow gel. Now this is Glossier's Boy Brow, that's what they call it. This one's in the clear shade, so it's got no colour whatsoever, but they do a coloured version as well. So if you wanted like a tinted version, it gives you a really nice kind of middle ground between filling in your brows but keeping them really natural, and also the gel helps to hold the brows in place. So I'm just going to go in with this gel. I absolutely love the brush it comes with. So if I hold that up, it's really tiny, so you can get a really nice kind of precise application with it. It combs through the brow hairs so nicely, and the one thing I really like about this is it doesn't leave any like residue, so it leaves quite a soft, flexible hold on the brows. You know, the brow hairs don't go all stiff, so sometimes when you use brow gel, you know, you can feel like the crunchiness in the eyebrows, and that just kind of, it doesn't happen with this brow product really. And the other thing I like is it actually, the formula in this brow gel conditions the eyebrow hairs. So they've got something in it, I can't quite remember the ingredients, but it does condition the hairs, so it actually leaves your eyebrow hairs like more healthier as well. And last but not least, guys, I need to finish off with a nice little lip colour. Now Glossier have done kind of the, I'm struggling to open this, sorry, there you go, have kind of done something which I call is like, you know, a really great solution to what we've all been looking for. So if you are someone who likes a little bit of colour to your lips, you want something really subtle, but when you've gone for like lip tints or, you know, lip balms that have a little bit of colour, you find that they're too shiny. So you're kind of in the middle of where you want something matte, but all matte lipsticks at the moment are very like intense, like the pigment is quite, you know, a lot. So sometimes it's not as subtle as what you want it to be. And at the same time, you just want a bit of colour, but you just don't want the shininess. Guess what? Glossier has just solved all our problems. So this is their Generation G lipstick. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Generation G lipstick, and it's in the shade Cake. Cake is a lovely kind of almost nudie brown, which when I saw on the website, I absolutely loved, and it's so kind of my type of colour. It's also got a little bit of peachiness in there, so it really brings out a nice colour to the lips. And I'm literally, if you can understand me while I talk like that, just gonna whack this on. And it gives the look of like your natural lip colour, but just again a little bit more enhanced. So you can see it's just, I just love the texture is great too, because even though it's matte, it's not too drying on the lips either. And it almost has that effect of like, you know, when you blot lipstick, if you're one of those people who's always done that to get this kind of look where you put the lipstick on and then you've taken a tissue and you're like, you know what, I don't want to blot some of this away because it's just too much, then you don't have to do that anymore because you got one of these. It's really great. I just love to just whack this on without even like a lip liner, because guys, let's face it, like I don't really have Kylie Jenner lips, but I'm okay with that. So I just work with what I've got, and I just love popping this on onto the lips just to get a really nice natural makeup look and just add a little bit of colour to my face as well. And just to make sure this lasts throughout the day, I'm going to finish off with a nice bit of setting spray just to hold everything in place. And this is the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. So they do a matte version as well. So anyone who's got kind of like more oily skin, go for the matte version. If you like your dewiness like I do, then this is like the dewy version as well. But it's great just to hold everything in place. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. I definitely enjoyed kind of creating something just a little bit natural and, you know, calming and relaxing, especially with everything that's going on at the moment. And if you try out this look whilst you're at home, then definitely drop me a comment below and let me know how you get on. I hope it gives you the perfect pick-me-up and just leaves you feeling good for the rest of the day. And if you feel like you're really struggling with everything that's going on right now, then guys, please do talk to someone. You can even reach out to me. My contact information is below, so just drop me a message if you need to, and together we can get through this. Now is also the perfect chance for you to catch up on all my makeup tutorials, so make sure you check out all my other videos on my channel and hit the subscribe button. And of course guys, stay safe, stay positive, and most importantly, stay beautiful, stay you. Hey guys, so I've already, so the it's in our, you know, skin. I haven't used anything under my, and I keep my ring finger. This is the Hourglass. I forgot.